Hi everyone, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Kerbal Space Program Episode 12, which originally aired live on Twitch. There's clearly some, they I'm sure serve some purpose, but I didn't understand what that was. So, these or these. I'll just do Rove Maxes, because they're going to be easy. And we'll be back to the moon shortly. This looks wrong. Oh, that's too low. Maybe these come forward a little bit. Okay, that will probably steer. Hopefully. Hopefully. Much better. All right, normally I disable steering in the back because it's still doing it. Okay. Steering disabled. Oh, there it goes. I have to like retoggle it. All right. Front wheel drive car. I'm going to... Oh, God. We blew a tire. So one of the interesting things, my engineer here should be able to fix a tire. Wow. So this is like an episode of Speed. No, all he can do is disassemble the part. Maybe, I don't think he has the skill. No, here we go. Repair, one kit. Oh, I don't have a kit. Oh, well. We will revert to launch. Clearly, I should not time warp. The wheel popped because of a time warping issue. Not because it was like a bad design or anything. Well, I mean, it is a bad design, but that's not why it blew up. I'll try to time warp just once. This might not be a planetary feature, though. Oh, man, we're going too fast for this little rover. This is a bad idea. I wonder what the view is. Oh, it's actually a pretty nice view. I'm totally going to crash. The brakes on the bus go. It's funny because the rovers on like the moon and Mars, they move at like miles per or meters per hour, not miles per hour. Like they're very slow. So us booking it at 20 meters per second is like ridiculously fast for a rover. So what are all these let me hit the brake action group. What are all these look like stability legs, but I don't know how to use them. They might be on a an action group that aren't brakes. Hey, squad obelisk. I'm coming in a little hot. Little hot. Okay. We are alive. And I've crashed into the obelisk. We also used a quarter of my electrical charge just getting over here. Brakes! I guess this isn't a valid target. I don't know. If I make a rover, I think we'll include an arm. But I suppose I should have Googled if this was a valid target. Because I don't think it is. All right, let's revert flight. And what we're going to do now is dock with the words station for the mission that I have going on. And then I'll poll you all about what to do next. Whether we continue down milestones or something else. So heading over to the VAB. For us to dock with the word station, it's going to be really easy to modify this. Have I done anything with min-miss yet? No. No, I have not. So for us to design something to dock with the word station, all I need is a docking port. Ooh, that's a cool truss. All I need is a docking port on the front, the coupling port. Like this. And then it wouldn't hurt to have some lights so that I can see where I'm docking to. Now, the problem with these lights, it would block my, I need to make sure I don't block my, well, I can always leave the pod through the bottom one. I can transfer, so I guess that's fine. The other thing that we did wrong, oh, I shouldn't have saved that as Mark II. Well, whatever, this is the Mark II. So the only other thing I did wrong last time was, we didn't have enough of these bad boys to carry photovoltaics, so I'm just going to load them up full of photovoltaics so that I can't possibly run out. Let's also get rid of the scanning arm. I don't need that here. Save myself a little bit of money. And then go to cargo. EV experiments, jetpack, Grand Slam. Here's the photovoltaic panels. And I'll put 2 in each. It's overkill. It's way more power than I think it needs, but given how my last one complained. Save. And that's it. That's the only change that I need to make to the Byron to get docked with the word station. So let's go back there. And a little reminder, if you have suggestions for things you want me to do next, right now the things that are suggested is build a communications relay network for unmanned flights, do a min-miss landing, land a rover on Mun or min-miss, or start a space station for science. I do sort of already have a space station for science. Wait a second. For flight. Should have been 2 pilots, not 1. I wanted to include the engineer to set up the experiments this time, because I think the engineer will yield me more power for it, or whatever. We'll see. Launch. Ideally, I'd be sending 3. I'd have like an engineer, a scientist, and a pilot. Hey, Mike. Thanks for the sub. So to use the scanning arm, you have to be next to a surface feature. Got it. Glad you like some Kerbal, Mike. Cheers. How do you up their skill levels the fastest? Going to new orbital bodies would up their skill levels the fastest. So sending Kerbals to min-miss and then Duna, Eve, etc. That's what levels them up. However, the contracts that you are offered to you based upon the milestones that you've achieved and your reputation. So you won't really be paid to go to places that you don't have contracts for, which means going to, you know, Duna or Eve right now would be very expensive and could bankrupt my space program. Oh, we should be tilting. Because we don't have contracts that would pay me to do that. And I totally forgot to tilt to 90 during takeoff. So I'm going to over-adjust for it now. a little circularization. Burn time, 1 minute. Burn in 2 minutes. Ah. But I'm losing my maneuver node. No, there's really no job specifics that they need to do to level up. It's basically just reach new milestones. It would be cool if there was like a repair, you know, a broken solar panel in orbit, or, you know, stuff like that. Something that is specific to their occupations. But it's not. It's basically just go somewhere new. Go somewhere new. That's the only method to level up for now. And yeah, we do need subsidies because I have a big bucket of money, but if I want to upgrade my R&D, or if I want to upgrade really anything else, I need to be paid for the missions we run. Butter Canine, I'm going to refund your channel point redemption. Feel free to submit something else. It's just, I already have a space station for science, so we've fulfilled it for free. So here's my little circularization, and then we're going to go over and dock with the Words MK1 station, which is actually kind of a difficult dock. It's a polar orbit, you know, orbiting another planet. I actually don't even think it needs to be a dock. It needs to be a rendezvous. No, transfer crew. It needs to be a dock. Okay. What I'm going to try to do is come in with some eccentricity, so that we don't have to spend so much fuel to create a polar orbit, because I'm coming in at an angle already, as you can see here. That will give us a little bit of an angle, and I can keep doing it, actually. Oh, if I could, you know, not screw this up. So there we go. That is coming in with a pretty eccentric orbit already, which will make it a little bit cheaper. So I have to burn a little bit more now, but I save fuel for later. My periaps for that maneuver is probably too close to the moon, though. Oh god, that one has me near crashing. You know what? Fine, whatever. Close periaps, that's fine. We will skim. Okay, let's do the next burn. It's rather sad. You wish they'd flesh out the game. Well, Kerbal Space Program 2, although developed by kind of a different studio, will be coming out. I can't speak for my excitement because I have no idea if they're going to do it justice. That is a big question mark. A big question mark. Everybody loves Big Yoda. Whoa! Jesus. Alright, what's my act? Oh, yeah. That's fine. Alright, quick save. And warp. Hey, Brahms. Thanks for the resub. You wish I had a nickel for every time you got hyped for a game, number 2, a sequel, and got disappointed? Exactly, Squeaky. That's why I'm just like, I'll look at day 1 reviews. Okay, unfortunately, yeah, this is not great. As an incoming orbit. But I'll try to make it work. Because, you know, we're not matched all that well. But it's fine. I'll cope. You'll see me having to do like a more complex rendezvous, which is maybe good of a task for me to undertake. So first we'll just circularize. Actually, you know what? So the issue is the space station is going this way, and I'm planning on going that way. So I'm like totally backwards. But I'll circularize and I'll fix it. So basically, my station is going this way, and the MK station is going that way. So all I could manage to do right now is to collide into it. Luckily, I can flip my my orbit with a whole lot of fuel. Again, the reason for over-engineering. But I'm not going to flip my orbit here. I'm going to flip my orbit at my periapse. And let's set it as target. Actually, let's set it as target. And at the ascension node, I will... You know, I actually don't have to flip my orbit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line myself up and do like a ballistic, crazy... a ballistic burn to it. Or something like that. That's what I'll try. So I'm going to try to line up with it a little bit. And look for a rendezvous that we could make. This is a really, 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 really weird way to dock. But as you can see, we have a potential rendezvous here where the orange nodes are. But we'll be sort of traveling in the opposite direction, so I'll have to turn and burn in order to meet it. This is like worst case scenario, but the separation here is only 30 kilometers. And I can maneuver to bring that in. Yeah, like 12 kilometers. But the thing is, like I said, we'll be traveling in opposite directions. So then I'll have to turn and burn like I'm Wash from Firefly, avoiding cannibalization. So I'm all about that. All right, so here's my maneuver. And let's get to it. And quick save. Yeah. Definitely quick save. Hoburn Wash. Let's see if I can live up to the legend. I will have to stage during this burn, so I'm going to burn a little early. Stage. Do the rest of the finite maneuver. Okay, so our actual separation will be about 5K. So what happens is we're going to be traveling at each other at like 800 meters per second. Which is frighteningly bad. But I'm all about this. So yeah, you can see I'm traveling towards it. It's traveling towards me. And we're basically coming head on here. And what I'm going to do is slam on the brakes when it gets close to me. And try to match speeds with it. It's a very, very super strange way to dock. So now, with it out a little bit, let me target my... where would it be? It would be near my retrograde, yeah. Target my retrograde here. Burn off the difference of speeds. Bago Smalls, thanks for the resub as well. Welcome. And then point retrograde to kill the speed differences between us. Make sure to be pointing towards target. Oh god, it's traveling so fast. Because I was on orbit and then surface. And this, of course, is going to use a crazy ton of fuel. So now we will have a separation of 0. Basically, we're going to slam into each other at this point. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match its trajectory as fast as I can so that we don't slam into one another. And I don't take out Words Station. Okay, so now our separation will be about 200 meters. And I'm going to let time pass. Yeah, this is indeed a lot of fuel. But it'll be enough for us to make a landing. That's not going to be an issue. Now the speed differences between us are, let's go down to 7 meters per second. So as you can see, I've nearly matched its orbit entirely. And we are only... yeah, we're not very far from one another. So I'm going to quick save again and warp to here, where we're going to be closest, this intersection of 15 kilometers. And then I am going to dock, or do my best to dock. Oh, hold on. Stop. Auto warp cancel. All right. We kind of separated a bit. So what I'm trying to do is am I catching up? Yeah, I should be trying to catch up to it. I did a poor job of that. Can I switch, or... Hang on, I was putting on the brakes. I always get confused by the two nodes. Okay, here we go. This is better. Much better. What's my goal here? Docking with the station. It is part of the contract that I currently have, which is why I'm doing it. Okay, intersection of... yeah, that'll work. Do a little warping. I just want to get real close. All right, burning off the speed difference between me and target. Oh, stupid nav ball. Okay, intersection. So yeah, I should see it sort of out my window. If I knew where to look. There it is. 3 kilometers away. I'm gonna go ahead to it. Okay, so we're at about here we intersect. We're only about 1 kilometer away. And you know, I should update my project description. That would help. Dock with Words Station. There you go. Now you don't even have to ask. All right, so there's the Word Station right there. And our separation now is going to be 100 meters. So there it is. It's 100 meters away. Kill all of my difference of velocity at this point so that we're not drifting apart. And then go for a dock. And turn on my lights. Okay, so now we only have a speed difference of like 5 meters per second. 2 meters per, or 0.2 meters per second, 0.1. Okay, perfect. So we're sort of floating at each other, and what I'm going to do is point at it so that I can dock to it more easily. So it doesn't have to maneuver around me. So there it is. I am pointing at it. Save and switch crafts. How much power? Okay, I have a lot of electric charge here. I don't want to break my solar panels while doing the docking. I also don't want to break... Well, I'm gonna have to leave the communicatrons up because otherwise I wouldn't be able to control the thing. Switch to set the docking port as my target. And now we dock. So first I point to the target. We haven't had a vote yet, geez. I'm still doing the milestone mission. All right, so now I'm pointing straight at it. It's pointing straight at me. And I'm going to hit R for RCS. I forget my RCS controls for thrust. Oh, I think I need to be in the docking mode for that. Yep, there we go. So now I'm in docking mode. So there's staging mode, docking mode, the toggle map, and the maneuver mode. And I want to be in docking mode for this because we're docking, or we're trying to dock. So I'm traveling at it about a meter per second. Let me time warp a bit and turn on my own lights. Put the brakes on a little bit. Make sure that I'm pointing straight at the... Oh, crud, 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 I'm missing it. What? Oh, RCS, stop. Very carefully. And I ruined it. Because my RCS is going crazy. Why is it going crazy? Oh, because it keeps taking me out of docking mode. Stop that. Come on, man. Alright, well, let's say you screwed up like this. Let's go back to staging. Forget RCS. So right now we're separating, and the way to do this easiest is to... What am I, time warping? I can't move. What the hell is going on? Oh, it keeps messing up my staging. That's so weird. It's forcing me in a specific mode. So the easiest way to do this is to make sure the two crafts are pointed at one another again, like this. And then do the same over here with me pointing at the thing I want to dock to. There we are. And then trying very carefully not to mess up between staging and docking mode. Turn on RCS, blast to it using shift, and then trying to center the direction we're headed with A and D. Accelerate time so we're getting closer. And then make, like, micro adjustments. Oh, it did it again. There we go. It keeps taking me out of staging mode and docking mode. There we are. So now I'm in staging mode and then docking mode. Okay. And line up your target, your trajectory, everything. Line it all up. And don't come in too fast or you'll smash stuff. I need to recenter. That should be good. Oh, yep, the magnets kick in, and we have done it. Docked. And I did actually get a YouTube comment that was like, oh, it's too bad that you did it first try. I could have really learned something had it not been first try. So there we are. Not first try. Then, at this point, we transfer crew from one vessel to the other. Bada bing, bada boom. Explore the mun. Contract complete. All right, before I do anything else, I want to go over to the Space Center and see if there's any other contracts to take on. Because I just completed a milestone contract. It should unlock another milestone contract. That's what I've been doing so far, is to chase down the milestone contracts. But I'm going to have you all vote in... As soon as I finish this current mission, I'll have you all vote on what to do next. Oh, so here it is. Do a complex scan with a rover arm of a baobab tree. So this would be a way to experiment with the complex scans. But we're definitely going to be planting a flag on the mun. I'll accept that for money. Explore Minmus. Oh yeah, here it is. Explore Minmus is of course going to be a new milestone. And then the rest of these... Well... Okay, I am going to accept this rover on the mun, because we'll probably do that eventually. And that's it. I'll accept the complex scan baobab tree too. I can always reject it if I need to. Yeah, I heard a bleep, but I didn't. It was weird. It was like a. I know exactly what you're talking about. The sort of notification thing, but there aren't any notifications. I have no idea what that was. That's very strange. Oh, what? Unfinished. Oh, wait, what? There's already a... I'm so confused. Hey, Craig. Thanks for the resub. Now there's a notification that actually is paired with an event. All right. Yeah, maybe it was a dono. You know what? I think it was a dono. Because I never, ever have my dono screens open. So now I am doing just that. It was someone being generous, and I totally... What mission did I just accept? Did I just accept a mission to repair this stupid rover? Dang it. Oh, it's from you. Jeez, you just donated so much money that the next Guinness is on you? I think the next keg of Guinness is on you. That's what it was, buddy. Thank you. I didn't realize that the rover mission I was accepting here was a broken rover. It's also, I can't even tell what's going on here. Because it's so dark. Yeah, I have no idea. So back to the tracking station. I might abandon that one because I don't really want to mess with that rover. And you guys didn't vote for that. I thought the mission, and I totally misread, I thought the mission was for me to put my own rover there, not to fix some jank rover that just appears out of nowhere. So I'm going to terminate this. There was no one on it, so not a big deal. This debris... Wait, where's the craft that I have? Oh, yeah, the word station. So this debris I can terminate too. And then let's go back to the word station and do a landing. Well, in all fairness, you don't know the prices of beer over here? That's fair. All right, so here we go. We are going to disk undock so that this beautiful surface scanner can keep scanning surfaces. Oh, it's at the wrong altitude. Wait, what altitude am I at? We are at 224. And I'm too high. You know what? Hang on a minute. I can fix this. So maximum jank, here we go. I am going to fix the orbit. Oh, this is such a bad idea. I'm going to fix the orbit of this satellite because it can't do resource load scanning with the rocket that I had attached to it. This is such a bad idea. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to lower the orbit here so that it's an acceptable distance. It's actually not that much of a burn. Let's go to 175. All right, perfect. So we'll go to 175 and park it at the 175 so that it can do resource load or whatever it was called scanning. You hope those magnets are very strong? Yeah, me too. Bit of a nail biter. Oh, and yeah, fair point. No. The crew cabin is empty. I don't know how. Wait, transfer crew. No, you're right. You're right. Okay, now it's proper. I almost marooned Jeb. He wouldn't have minded. He's courageous. Wait, what is? Why did my... What? What the... Oh! I'm at the Perry... Okay, well, I'm an idiot. What's going on? This isn't retrograde. Everything is... Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I'm controlling from the wrong spot. So what's happening here is it thinks I'm controlling it from the upside down satellite probe. And I was doing prograde burns instead of retrograde burns because it was controlling from the wrong spot. So now I'm doing retrograde burns. That was very, very confusing. So I'll just do this until all right, there we go. And then let's circularize it. So warp to next maneuver. Dakin, welcome. Thanks for the sub at tier 3. Yeah, this sort of alignment anyway. These magnets are like, I'm not burning they're not subjected to a lot of G's, I'll put it that way. It's very gentle maneuvers. But even so, I could definitely see how you could mess yourself up. All right, now if I undock, thunk. Let's extend the solar panels and try not to break them. I can now, new resource load has been discovered and added to my map. Yeah, there it is. Lovely little resource loads now because I've parked this satellite in the proper height of an orbit. So cool. Operation done. Done. The big question here is, do I have enough Delta V to like land somewhere on Kerbin? Let me save and get some science. I hope so, because I'm gonna try it. So if it doesn't work, I'm gonna die trying. Let's open up my flag overlays. So I've been to this crater. I shouldn't go there. Let's go to this top crater here. I don't know what it is, but that's where we're headed. So there's the burn. This burn, so here's one of the important things. This burn wants me to stage off my, my 2 of my tanks, my asparagus tanks, but I'm not going to do that because then I couldn't land and take back off because my landing gear is attached to that tank. So it's very important not to stage when it's telling me to stage. It also means that my Delta V isn't going to be as good as it reads because I'm carrying the added weight that I wasn't designed to carry. But it was worth it. We did a significant milestone mission, and ouch, that's a lot of money that you stole from me. Well, that was probably the seed money for doing it in the first place. All right, I'm going to pause the redemptions right now and have you all vote while I'm drifting towards Kerbin for what next thing to work on. Except for, I think my pole overlay broke. Cool. I'm going to see if I can't bring that back. I'll try to reload it. You keep calling it Mun and Kerban? Yeah, my polling broke. Not cool. Alright, little ship. Let's go ahead and start to burn our horizontal velocity as soon as we're centered over this this here asteroid. Once I land, I'll poll you all about what we do next using Twitch polls instead, if I can't get this working. So here, as you can see, I'm down to 2 engines because we ran out of fuel for the other engines, which means I have half the thrust. So a suicide burn is dangerous. I could transfer fuel between these here, but it's a little difficult, if you ask me, to transfer a balanced amount of fuel, because you'd need to transfer fuel from the tanks that have it to the tanks that don't in equal amounts, so that you don't unbalance your craft. And yeah, Jordan Jones, exactly what I just said. I am able to transfer fuel if I need the thrust, but I think I'll be all right. So right now I'm killing all my horizontal velocity. Let's see how I've done. Yep, just about done. So my next landing on Kerbin, I'm definitely not going to be able to carefully pick where I want to land, as I have a limited Delta V. Get rid of our lights. Bill and Jeb. Jeb. 500 meters, 400 meters. Looks pretty flat. Looks pretty easy to land here. We have a nice view of the blue pearl over there that I ruined with my cursor. Ah, ruining it! Maybe I should pay attention to landing if I don't want to die. Psh, landing. Thunk. And boing. Alrighty. Let's get sciencing as we scurry along the surface here. So we have, what crater is this? This is probably a polar crater. Mun's Polar Crater. Yep. Very creative. Pedantically named. And make sure to log all of the sciencey science. It's one of the things I actually forgot to do. I have a lot more science to use that I just didn't bother, but whatever. This time we might even be able to get the seismic Grand Slam science too, which would be cool. All right, Bill, I'm going to send you out first, and you will take some of the science stuff that we want set up. A surface sample, an EVA report, and a flag. Mon Polar Crater? Okay. So this is not producing any power either. I don't know what's going on, but it should be fine once I get everything done. All right, I'm going to pin this open. I just completed the contract to plant a flag, so I got paid 130,000 Kerbal bucks for that, which is cool, because I was doing it anyway. Get back here! My stupid ship is trying to take off with my stuff. That is the experiment control. And hopefully power needed 1, power available 4. Yeah, so because I'm setting these solar panels up with a engineer, they are producing twice the power. I forgot that that is something that only the engineer could do. So when I sent Bill and not Bob, I didn't have enough power for the last one. Could the blast from the takeoff be what knocked over? No, because I hadn't blasted off. It just fell over anyway. All right, let me set up all this beautiful stuff. These solar arrays. There's a lot more to set up too. There's the Grand Slam and some other things. This is the Communicatron, or whatever it's called. I should have tethered the anchor, yeah. I could do that now. I'll have to get closer. Nope. Hold on. Switch to Jeb, ground tether. All right, what else do we have up here? We've got more solar panels. Do we even need them? Power needed 3, power available 6. Do I not have a Grand Slam here? Communications, photovoltaic, goo, Communicatron. I don't think I removed the Grand Slam. Or maybe it's in the top pod. Maybe it's where Jeb is. Yeah, it's where Jeb is. Okay. Neat. Alright, so we have 6 power. We need 5 power. We're good. Realistically, how far off is Moonbase? Far. But we could make progress if it was voted on. But there's a lot of things to do first. And there we go. Power needed 4, available 6, and we can Grand Slam this thing. So let's do that. I also need a EVA report from Jeb. Oh yeah, you don't have your jetpack. I was like, why aren't my jetpacks working? 'Cause I put them away. Mr. Jeb. Oh, yes, the hatches were obstructed. I have to EVA with Bill, switch to Jeb, have Jeb transfer from the top to the bottom, and then EVA with, go back to Bill. Oh, this is getting complicated. Let go, get out of the way, go back to Jeb, and then EVA unavailable. There we go. Now EVA with Jeb. That was a lot of work for like a little bit of science. Because all I want is an EVA report of just above the polar crater. Board. And then, again, I will transfer crew up. And then switch to Bill. A ground EVA report. Board. Oh, yeah, because we already had that. A crew report. And then the other thing I want to do is try to activate this Grand Slam. So in order to do that, I have to blast straight up perfectly. Do science experiments benefit from increased science output if a scientist sets them up? I'm not sure. And then another crew report. Oh, never mind. Don't do that. Alright, Grand Slam. Hope that works for you. Oh, yeah, we knocked everything over. Okay. Well, learned our lesson there. Oddly, everything is still connected, so I guess it's fine. All right, Jordan Jones says no. There's no benefit. No, I'm not really going to want to polar circularization here. So instead, let me just create a maneuver that gets me home. Periaps of 7 mil. Gross. Fine, I will give myself a little bit of an orbit. The debris hasn't slammed yet. I want to circularize so that I can see the Grand Slams work. I think that'd be pretty cool. I do have to be careful about my Delta V though, because I don't have a ton of fuel left after all the stuff I did. All right, circularize. And let's switch back to the flag, or the science station down here, because we can thump it. I'm not going to be able to try for anything this landing, Fang Face. Okay. Where's the... yeah, here comes the debris. You can see it landing. It's about to land on me. Come on, Grand Slam. Don't... It's not powered! Power needed 4. Power available 6. Well, you're just dumb. Power... Wait. Hang on a minute. Power state powered? Screw you, hippie. I'm out of here. You're just being mean now. It was powered. It was fine. The game's just like, na-na-na-boo-boo. I don't care. It's not really science that I need. Oh, actually, no. It just sent science anyway. Snow. Yes. Yes. For 0. Cool. So troll. All right, let's get home. Trying to figure out when the best burn for periaps purposes would be. Probably here. Nope. That sucks. No. There's not like a good window. If I was patient, I would orbit one more time to have a better window for this. I should do that. Here, let me accelerate time. Man, I am... This is a very low orbit. You are not wrong. Straight skimming. Alright, what's that? 5 mil? I'm just trying to be efficient with my burn so that I don't get marooned. I don't really think there's a chance of me getting marooned, but alright, this is fine. Wiki says they're finicky and needs to be set up in a specific order. Well, whatever. Game's bugged. I don't care. I don't really need to use them for science. The thing, it's one of the weird things about the game is there's so many biomes on Mun and Minmus that you really don't need to min-max your science. Like, you're just forked science for free. You get a little bit faster if you're trying to do every possible everything. But ultimately, it's you know, it's not all that necessary. It's nice to do, but by no means required. All right, let's get out of Mun Sphere of Influence. And see if I have the Delta V to just land now. I do. So I'm just going to land wherever I land because I'm very low on fuel. So that's my burn. And I'll do it now. Okay, periaps of 10k, that's fine. Anything below 70 will cause you to aero brake. The craft has plenty of supplies, and here we go. Down we go. I have no idea where we're landing. We don't really have enough fuel to adjust it. Let's see if my polling will work. It will not. All right, well, Twitch poll it is then. So here are the choices that you submitted. So we could build a comms array. Go for a do the Minmus milestone mission. Set up a rover for Mun. Build a space or a station around Kerbin. which will be abbreviated KB because there's character limits. Yep. Those 4 choices. There we go. 5 minutes of polling. So as a little reminder, the Minmus mission is a flyby of Minmus. It is not a land of Minmus. Now, it's possible to build a lander to complete the flyby. Oh no, return to Kerbin. No, it's not possible. I will have to do a flyby of Minmus before given a land at Minmus mission. So, oh well. All right, looks to me like we're going to be landing somewhere in this vast ocean here. And we are now in the atmosphere. What I'm going to do is burn off these rockets and actually let's launch them like missiles. Whee! Way cooler. Thank you for watching Kerbal Space Program, that originally aired live on Twitch. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my countdown timers and links to Twitch, and also links to Discord, where you can sign up for Twitch announcements. If you like Kerbal Space Program, it comes up to vote on whether or not I play it about every 2 weeks. So if you're looking for the links to the polls, Rhadamant.com or the announcements section of Discord is the place to find those links. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next episode, or perhaps an upcoming stream. Farewell.